What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com. The Preakness has ended. The Belmont is in our sights, and that means let's start to try to take a look at how this three-year-old division is going to unfold. As far as ranking them, you know, three-year-old horse of the year is completely wide open on the male side of things, and that's what we'll start with here. So I'll give you my top 5 three-year-old males as we head into the Belmont. And like I said, this division will be won, you know, maybe in the Belmont, but most likely in the summer months of racing, and then on to the Breeders' Cup to see who actually gets this award at year's end. Without further ado, let's start. Number 5 for me is Zandon, the Chad Brown trainee who was 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. He won the Bluegrass, and he was also 3rd in the Risen Star. You know, if he was running in the Belmont, he might be the favorite. It would be close between him and Mo Donegal, a horse I'll talk about here in a second. But he's not. And so I keep him, or I put him, I should say, debut him at number 5 in the list right now because we're not going to see him until the summer. So, you know, those Belmont horses, maybe a horse that running the Haskell will kind of be early ahead of him, positioned ahead of him before he's back on the track. But he is number 5, and I think he's earned that spot. Number 4 is Mo Donegal. He has the most to gain, other than our number 1 horse, when it comes to the Belmont Stakes. Mo Donegal with a Belmont Stakes win probably will be my number 1 horse when you think about it. He has a victory over the Preakness winner in early voting, and that means a ton. So Mo Donegal at number 4 right now. He's probably going to be the favorite in the Belmont. He has got a lot to gain in that Belmont Stakes, so we'll keep an eye on him. Moving on, number 3 is Epicenter. And look, he's the most consistent horse in this crop, without any doubt. He has a fantastic resume, but the bottom line is, you got to win one of these big races to get up here, and he didn't do it. He had every chance to win the Kentucky Derby. He did not do it. He got a rough trip, and maybe we'll see as the summer months come and we progress to the Breeders' Cup. You know, maybe the best horse just won the Preakness. You know, at the trip, though, for Epicenter certainly didn't help. He's earned that number 3 spot, but he's got to get wins, preferably like a race like the Travers, before we can move him up any further than that. Number 2 on the list, it's early voting. He ran fantastic in the Preakness. He also won the Withers a little bit earlier on in the season. And he was second, and a very good second, to Mo Donegal in the Wood. Now, you might say, well, why do you not have Mo Donegal ranked ahead of him? He's beat him. Yeah, but the Preakness carries a ton of weight. The Preakness is certainly the second biggest race we've had so far this year. That being said, if Mo Donegal can win a race of equal value like the Belmont, he will then move back ahead of early voting. So Mo Donegal's got every chance in the world to jump up to number 1 after the Belmont. But as from now, we'll keep early voting right there at number 2. That Preakness win means an awful lot, and he ran extremely well in that race. Take nothing away from him. A lot of people are saying, well, Epicenter, he should have won it. Let's pause a little bit because early voting ran fantastic in that race. So he's number 2. He's earned that spot. How about this? Number 1 is the Kentucky Derby winner, and that's Rich Strike. And I don't know at this point how you could deny him. He won the race that every 3-year-old in the country wants to win early on in the season. He did it. You know, his resume does not have any other wins in it on it this year. But, you know, got 3rd in the Jeff Ruby. That counts for a little bit. But honestly, he goes into the Belmont as the number 1 horse right now in the 3-year-old ranks. And here's the deal. If this horse wins the Belmont Stakes, and if you've seen the probables for that race, it's not shaping up to be just extremely tough. And that's not really a knock on Mo Donegal, We the People. Horses like that, they're good. They could be really good. We'll see. But Rich Strike, he looks better in this race than he did going into the Kentucky Derby. That's for sure. So he's number 1, and with a win in the Belmont, he could, I'm not going to say lock up this division, but he could put a stranglehold on it. And it's going to take somebody very impressive to kind of get by him. If you win 2 out of the 3 legs of the Triple Crown, more often than not, you're going to be the 3-year-old of the year on the male side of things. So Rich Strike, number 1 as of now. And like I said, a lot to work out as we get into the summer months of racing and then progress on, like I said, towards the Breeders' Cup. So there it is. There's the top 5 as of right now. You can tell me your top 5 in the comments below, or, you know, if you like my top 5, you can hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you really like this video. We'll be here all through the racing year covering horse racing. So make sure to check out this channel. Thanks, guys.